Okay, well, Drew, I understand it's hard for you to work sometimes when you get into moods like this, but like, I really don't see that as much of an excuse because you're always in a bad mood about something. Not always, but 50% of the time. I'm not saying you're like pissed off all of the time or even half the time, but you're in a bad mood about something. You're either pissed off or you're depressed or you're having an anxiety attack or like all the other fucking like Drew B. Hall like moods that you go through. Like it's half the time. And you can't like work, you can't plan anything, you can't do anything unless you're in a perfect mood, it's a perfect day, everything has to be completely perfect. If one thing's off, it pisses you off or puts you into a bad Drew B. Hall mood, and we're back at square zero.
Okay.
I have the
help that though is the thing, like, but you can help me by trying to get me in a better mood, not by trying to.
Well, every time that you get in a mood like that, I do try to get you in a better mood. And I'll like try to make dumb jokes and stuff and lighten up the mood a little bit. And a lot of times that just makes you even more pissed off, just like a little bit ago.
Just let me just chill. Like that's what I need to do. Like chill and like relax and think about something else, and I'll be fine.
Just like right now, you're getting all worked up over this stupid video that I started recording because I wanted.
The principle of it, and like.
I wanted to get videos out there. And
yeah, but I wanted to. You can't just do a video by yourself if you're impatient. That's what you were doing. You were growing impatient, so you just went ahead and started doing it. Knowing that I'm going to walk in and see you and be pissed off.
You told me that you didn't even want anything to do with this video. This isn't even the same video that we were doing earlier. This is my video idea that I had, and you said that it was gay, and you didn't want to be in my video where I do shout-outs and I do the chicken dance.
I didn't want to do that because I didn't have people that I wanted to shout out to more than like one. And I said we could do separate videos. Like you could do your shout out video and I could do my personal like update vlog, and that's fine. But I was under the impression that right now we're doing this. And when I come in and see you doing a video, when I like I don't know. But you still didn't answer what I'm not doing or how I'm not.
You're not
doing for you, like
adjusting. I can.
I'm great. I'm glad you can adjust to the situation, but I can't, and I can't just force myself to do that. You understand? Like, I can. I'm trying, and I feel like I'm trying to at least talk it out more and try to reason myself a little more. But I mean, if I'm in a mood, like in my head, like that's the only thing that's going on. I can't just block it out and change it.
Well, I used to not be able to change that, and now I can, and you just have to work on it. It's mood management, Drew.
It is working on it, and I am working on it, but it doesn't just change like that when you want it to, or even when I want it to. I have no control over it. It's not the same thing. It's not just not being able to handle, like, situations. It's more than that. It's like, when I get into, it's like crippling. Like I can't think about anything else, and I don't want to be boring and depressed and unfunny and angry in a video. And if I'm any of those slightly, it overtakes everything else. So like, I don't know.
Well, I don't know, Drew. I can't like speak for you, but for me, like the moment I realize that I am letting my mood control me is the moment that I can do something about it.
Yeah, like, and that's you, and that's fine, that's awesome, and I wish I could. I just don't know how, is the thing. Like, and I'm not saying, oh, it's worse for me or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, I just don't. Like, I've only been dealing, I like realize I've been dealing with this for a couple of years, and that's not much time to like really assess your situation.
Incoming message.
I don't know. I'm getting tired of this whole thing.
What whole thing?
Just exhausting. Like this whole being on the road and having the fucking.
Why don't you just go home then?
I'm supposed to go home. I don't want to go home. It's just
I don't want you to either. But if like.
I'm not saying I just want to go home. I'm just saying like it's hard, dude. And, like.
It is hard, but if you can't like accept that. And like find some way and like your own way to deal with it. Like you have to do something because like for a while, Drew, I was like really surprised with you because you were getting like better and better at like everything every day, and now it seems like you're getting worse and worse every day. You're like starting to like decline again, And I understand, I don't know how much of it, honestly, is, but I understand that a lot of that is you and a lot of it is beyond your control. And, a lot of it you maybe can't do a whole lot about, but I feel like you could be putting forth a stronger effort. But all of that aside, I just feel like on this trip, like the more you decline like that and the more you let this shit like get to you, like it's not only less fun for you, but it's less fun for me. There's like so much less shit that I'm able to do that I like want to do and have like planned to do. And it's not fun for either one of us.
I know that. I don't know, it's just, I don't know.
I love you. I try to do everything I can for you. I try to do everything I can to help you live easier. I mean,
I know, and it's awesome, and I totally appreciate it.
I get you like
I know.
food and cigarettes when you're in a bad mood. I try to like put you in a better mood because I just want you to have as much fun as I was having and as much fun as I could be having if like you weren't in like such a bad mood. In these videos, like, yeah, I understand sometimes you're like in a bad mood and stuff and you don't feel like working or you don't feel like doing it, but
it wasn't that I didn't feel like doing it. I was like, I'm going to take a 10 or 15 minute break and then we'll come back to it. And this is what it was going to be. And that's what it was. But then.
Are you in a bad mood like 90% of the time? No. But like we've been wanting, there's like 2 or 3 videos that we've been talking about putting out ever since Savannah, and like a month ago almost.
Let's do it. And it hasn't always been my fault. It's like we always like get sidetracked or do something else, and that's fine. It's not just my fault. Don't say that.
I'm not saying it's all your fault, but I'm just saying like something always happens, and a lot of times I feel like it is your fault. Sometimes it's mine too, and like, I just get distracted or like don't, get around to it, or I'm like, fuck it, let's do this today instead. Yeah. But when it gets to a point like where it is now, and we haven't like put anything out in forever, like I don't give a fuck like what the excuses or what the reason is. I just want to get it done, because in my mind the past like 3 weeks have like been like excuses, like from both of us.
Yeah, but I mean, just because you want to get a video out there doesn't mean you should just like do it yourself and half-ass it, That's even worse. So let's just do it now and just fucking do it.
Well, I thought that you weren't even going to help me with.
Obviously I am if I'm talking to you about it. Don't act stupid. I hate when you fucking act dumb like that.
I'm not acting stupid.
When I'm clearly sitting here talking to you about let's do the video and you're like, well, I thought you said, yeah, okay, maybe I said it, but I was fucking pissed, so whatever. It doesn't matter what I said.
So you are going to help me with the shout-outs video?
No, not that video.
Okay.
Because I thought we were, like I said, like...
Well, like I said, that's the video I was...
Well, I thought we were going to do, like, what we did before, first, at least, so we fixed that problem, so I thought we were going to come back to it. I don't know how much time we've got left. I thought we were going to go to that thing, and what are we doing? Like...
I don't think we should do anything until we get these videos up.
Okay. So let's do that.
Okay. To be continued.
You're filming that whole thing?